Hi, I'm Peter Druck with Soft Surface Rubber Tile Company. We are doing a comparison between two tiles at two schools for the same district. So one of the things we do at Soft Surfaces to see if a tile seam is glued or not is we have a very, very sophisticated test. It's called the key test. And I'm going to shove a key in between one of the seams. If there was glue in the seam, obviously my key would not penetrate the seam. And there's obviously no glue anywhere. You can see there is no barrier between the tile and the granular. And what's going to happen is debris will build and create issues underneath. When it rains and snows here in Denver, also you'll get insects and other rodents to actually go below this and start to hibernate and live underneath. So having a barrier between the granular and your tile is extremely, not just important, but necessary for a long-term lifetime solution. What we're gonna do here is measure 5 tiles. And 5 tiles should be just around 120 inches. And we're at 120 3/4. So that means there's 0 compression in this tile, which means when it cools off tonight and all night and then in the morning, your tile will be a little below 24 inches. So that means you're gonna have a gap everywhere. These tiles are literally just sitting in place. It's August 1st. This job was installed in May, so it's about 3 months old, and it already looks like this. Imagine with time what this job will look like. The whole thing will be bubbling and shrinking and moving. This playground in another 6 months will be trash, and they'll literally be replacing a playground within 1 year. So we're at Bryant Stewart Elementary, which we installed in 2017. And as you can see, if you were to look at this surfacing, it's done amazing. As you can see here, I'm pushing very hard. That shows that there is glue, in fact, in the seam everywhere. And that is a major quality control for a long-term installation. So another thing we always talk about is compression. If you were to measure one of our tiles, they're 24 inches and a quarter. If you were to lay out 5 tiles, it'd be 121 1/4 inches. We take that extra rubber and compress it so that we have a really, really tight seam and too much rubber within our containing edges. So what we're gonna do is measure 5 tiles, and that should be 121 1/4 inches. But if you look, it's actually 119 3/4. So we've taken that extra 1.25 and compressed it back. And that compression, that extra rubber, sits nice and tight for the lifetime of the playground. What that does is ensures that we have a nice tight seam across the whole playground. If you were to pull this tile up, we have a commercial grade impervious roofing membrane between the granular and our tile. Our tiles are impervious. We get a lot more years out of our tile because of that impervious nature of our product. So this was actually really exciting. It's one thing to say that we're better, it's another thing to show you that we're better. And we showed ourselves and everyone today that there is no comparison between our tile and our competitors.